Bundesliga Bayern Munich vs RB Leipzig prediction, team news, lineups preview. Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich welcome top four hopefuls RB Leipzig to the Allianz Arena on Saturday for their first match since confirming that Thomas Tuchel will vacate his post as head coach in the summer. The two teams meet for the first time since September last year when goals from Leroy Sane and Harry Kane helped the Bavarian Giants come from 2 goals down at half-time to rescue a 2-2 draw at the Red Bull Arena. Match preview. February has been a month to forget for Bayern Munich, who have suffered 3 consecutive defeats in all competitions to put them on the brink of experiencing their first trophyless season for 12 years. The Bavarians were beaten 3-0 by Leipzig in the DFL Super Cup and suffered a shock defeat to third-tier outfit Saarbrücken in the DFB Pokal earlier this season, and they now find themselves a goal behind in their Champions League last 16 tie with Lazio, as well as sitting 8 points adrift of unbeaten Bundesliga leaders Bayer Leverkusen with 12 games remaining. Bayern's latest setback came at the hands of VfL Bochum, who surprisingly put them to the sword 3-2 at Vonovia Ruhrstadion last weekend, a result which ultimately led to the club announcing that Tuchel has mutually agreed to depart at the end of the season following a good, open discussion with the club's hierarchy. Tuchel has insisted that he and his coaching staff remain determined to achieve maximum success before they bid farewell to the Allianz Arena. Their immediate task is to galvanize the first-team squad and quickly turn the club's fortunes around if they are to have any chance of lifting silverware this term. Success on Saturday is not a given for Bayern, though, considering that they have failed to win any of their last 4 meetings with Leipzig. Not since 1991 under former boss Søren Lerby have Bayern suffered 4 straight defeats in all tournaments. After losing 3 Bundesliga games in a row to kickstart 2024 in disappointing fashion, Leipzig have since turned a corner and have put themselves back in contention for Champions League qualification after collecting 7 points from a possible 9 available this month. Die Roten Bullen followed up a 2-0 win over Union Berlin and a 2-2 draw at Augsburg, with a 2-0 victory at home against a struggling Borussia Mönchengladbach outfit last weekend, courtesy of strikes either side of half-time from Xavi Simons and top scorer Lois Openda, who has 16 goals to his name this term. Marco Rose's men, who bounced back from a 1-0 first-leg loss to Real Madrid in the Champions League last 16 earlier in the week, remained 5th in the Bundesliga table but have moved to within 1 point of 4th-placed Borussia Dortmund following their draw with Wolfsburg. A favorable-looking run of fixtures is on the horizon for Leipzig, including 3 games in a row against the bottom 3, but they must first shift their focus to Saturday's clash with Bayern as they endeavor to capitalize on the Bavarians' recent misfortunes and put an end to their own poor run of form on the road. Indeed, Leipzig have only won one of their last 6 Bundesliga away games, conceding 14 goals in the process, but Die Roten Bullen will reminisce about their memorable 3-1 victory at the Allianz Arena last season, a result that they will be keen to replicate on Saturday. Team news. Bayern Munich have a selection dilemma at right back as both Sacha Boey and Nasser Mazraoui are nursing hamstring injuries. Joshua Kimmich could be tasked with filling in on the right side of defense, while Eric Dier and Rafael Guerreiro may also be considered. The Bavarians will also have to cope without Kingsley Coman knee, Serge Gnabry thigh, Konrad Laimer calf, Tarek Bookman thigh, Bouna Sarr knee and Noel Asiko ankle due to injury, while Dayot Upamecano is suspended following his red card against Bochum last weekend. Alphonso Davies has missed the last 3 games with a knee problem and remains a doubt for Saturday, so Guerreiro could continue at left back, while Sane will be hoping to force his way back into the first 11 at the expense of Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting. As for Leipzig, Lucas Klostermann is ruled out with a thigh injury sustained in the first half of last weekend's win over Mönchengladbach, while Amadou Haidara is set to have a knee issue assessed ahead of kickoff. The absence of Klostermann will likely see Mohamed Simikan deputize at centre-back alongside Willy Orban, while Nicolas Seewald or Kevin Campbell could start in centre midfield with Xaver Schläger if Haidara is not deemed fit to feature. Benjamin Sesko began on the bench last time out after an extended run of games in the first 11, and the striker will be pushing to return to the starting lineup this weekend at the expense of Yusuf Poulsen. Bayern Munich possible starting lineup: Neuer, Kimmich, De Ligt, Kim, Guerrero, Pavlovic, Goretzka, Sane, Müller, Musiala, Kane. RB Leipzig possible starting lineup: Gulaxi, Henrichs, Simikin, Orban, Rom, Simons, Schläger, Campbell, Olmo, Sesko, Openda. We say, Bayern Munich, 2-2 RB Leipzig. Bayern Munich can ill afford any more slip-ups in the Bundesliga if they are to keep their slim hopes of retaining the title alive. But that is easier said than done against a Leipzig outfit who have fared well against the Bavarians in recent meetings. Indeed, Die Roten Bullen are no pushovers for Bayern, and taking into account the contrasting moods within the two camps, we believe that the visitors will find a way to frustrate the hosts and claim a share of the spoils in an entertaining score draw. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.